Fire in the hole, let's cook a steak. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard barbecue. So I was thinking the other day I would like to have a steak. And my favorite steak is a ribeye steak. That's the kind of steaks I usually like. But I've been watching this guy on YouTube named Guga. And Guga likes to make steaks out of picanha. So I went down to the store and I happened to see this USDA Prime beef sirloin cap picanha, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do a steak the way Guga does them. I'm gonna slice this puppy, be quiet dog, I'm gonna slice this puppy up into steaks and cook it into Brazilian style, very minimal seasoning, only salt, and we're gonna cook it on the barbecue grill, reverse seared, and it's gonna be good. So let me get the wrapper off of this and I'll bring you back when we get ready to cut this up, so stay tuned. I got my picanha out of the wrapper. It's not going to take much trimming at all. I am going to take this bit of fat right here because I'm going to use that to I'm going to rub that on the grill to use it to clean the grill with. I'm going to take off that piece of fat. That'll come in handy. I'll use that to rub the grill. There's a little bit of silver skin here I could trim off. Hardly even needs to be trimmed off, but I'm going to trim it off anyway. Get that off of there. And yeah, there's not much more needs to be said about this. You can see the grain in this is running this way, so I'm going to cut this into steaks about 1.5 inches thick, I think. Steaks, picanha steaks. It's best to cut through the meat side first. It's easier to cut through the fat if you cut from this way. Almost got it done. There we go. There we go. Let's trim that fat right off of there. There's one steak right there. Let's cut another one about the same thickness. Probably get four nice steaks out of this picanha. It's a little big. I think Guga recommends you use smaller ones for whatever reason. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we're going to cut that up like that. That's my second steak. Get that. You want to keep that fat cap intact. Believe it or not, you don't want to trim that. Crazy as it sounds, you want that fat on there. Okay, let's cut one more. Probably going to get 4 steaks out of this, maybe 5. Yeah, looking good. Nice steaks. Picanha. Picanha is the rump cap of beef. These are effectively rump steaks. If you go to England and ask for a steak, they'll offer you a rump steak. So let me see, I think I can get one more nice steak out of there and one little kind of a chunky piece that I'll cook it up anyway. It'll be fine. And I'm going to use that fat to rub on the grill to help my meat not stick to the grill. But first we got to season this meat, and we're going to season it very, very simply. I've got some Johnny Cuba sea salt crystals, and it's in a grinder. So what I can do is get my steaks laid out here. You got to go on both sides of these and go on high, and nothing but salt and plenty of it. They say, you know, people say, oh, it looks like a lot of salt. Well, it's not, because what we're doing is we're dry brining the steaks. We're gonna get that salt on there. I'm gonna get it on the other side, the same thing. Then we're going to let them sit a while a fire comes up to temperature, and then we'll get them on the grill and I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to reverse sear these, and I think it's going to be good. Stay tuned. I got a good hot fire going on my Weber kettle. I'm going to take that fat from that picanha and rub it on the grates. Kind of grease the grates a little bit with it, because I don't want the steaks to stick if I can help it. My grates are kind of dirty, as you can see, but this fat might help a little bit and keeping them steaks from sticking. If I can get it on there without burning myself. That's a hot fire, boy. You don't want to get over that fire. And we're going to put our steaks on there. And I'm going to do this Guga style. Here's what Guga did. He laid his steaks out around the perimeter of the fire like this, with the fat side facing the fire. My steaks over here. That one might be a little too close. This one over here, and I got this little one I'm going to put over here. And normally when I do a reverse sear, where's my tongs? Right here. I want to move that one away. A little bit away from the fire. A little bit away from the fire. Put this one over here. Yeah, normally when I do a reverse sear, I'll put a thermometer into the thickest one. But the way Guga does it is, he's got a timer. 5 minutes on one side, flip them over, 5 minutes on the other side, and then sear them. And they come out perfect. So what can I say? I can't argue with success. The man's got 1 million subscribers. So let me get my timer started. Gonna let them rock and roll on there for 5 minutes. I'm gonna put the cover on. Then 5 minutes comes, we'll flip them over. Stay tuned. Okay, the 5-minute timer's going off. It's time to flip these steaks over. Looking pretty good. Looking okay. Let's give them a flip. Hope they didn't stick too badly to the griddle. They didn't. Oh yeah. Looking good. Nice and juicy. Just like Guga said. Definitely juicy. And I'm using tongs so that I don't pierce them. I think I want to move this one though. No, maybe not. That's fine right where it's at. And this one, this little baby here, we'll just flip him over there. Okay, another 5 minutes, and then we'll sear them, and it'll be time to cut them up, take a taste, and drink a beer. So stay tuned. Okay, that's the timer for the second 5 minutes. Boy, let me tell you what. These are smelling excellent. It's time to do the final sear. I think I'm going to do this little one first. Throw them right on the fire. Get that fat in there. The sear takes no time at all. We just got to get a little flame going. Like that. Just want to get a little crust on there. Look at that. Even that little piece looks good. Let's flip that over. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. The sear. See that? Less than a minute on each side. On that hot, hot fire. And I'm calling that one done. Let me get him off of there. Let's go with this big one right here. Give him a good sear. That's mine. That's my one right there. Get some good fire going. Got an idea for a thumbnail right now. Okay. A little bit more. Little bit more. Little bit of sear. Let's flip them over. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Don't that look good? Talk about juicy. Man, are these juicy. And I'm not worried about grill marks at all. I'm gonna make this my thumbnail right here. Right there. Alright, let me get these all seared off. We'll put them on the plate and let them rest. We'll drink a beer and take a taste, so stay tuned. My picanha steaks are done. It's time for a beer. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug. Here's today's beer, Pilsner Urquell. This is a very old Pilsner from Germany, the original Pilsner, brewed the original way. Sounds good to me. Let's find out what this is all about. I think I've had this before. I think my buddy, I forgot his name. Sorry, buddy. One of my German buddies likes this beer. Pilsner Urquell, not Roll and not Marcus, but the other guy. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name, dude. Oh, man. You know, time has taken its toll on my brain. Anyway, it's a Pilsner, which is what most beers are these days. It's a beautiful color. Let's take a sniff of it, Rob. Ah, smells great. Smells great. I gotta quaff the froth of that. I'm dry. Wow, that is quite delicious. Very refreshing. 12 ounces. 1942. I don't know how much alcohol is in it. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't read it. It's too small of a print. Anyway, let me get one of these picanhas sliced up and we'll take a taste. So stay tuned. So I gotta tell you, this Guga guy knows what he's talking about. Look at this steak. I put some of my homemade chimichurri sauce on there. It came out perfectly. Oh, it's so juicy. I just spilled juice all over my pants. But let me tell you what. I've never had a juicier steak cooked to perfection by not using a thermometer. And I checked it with the thermometer after it was cooked to see, you know, to make sure it wasn't too rare. It was perfect, 125 degrees. I gotta get this in my mouth. My goodness. That's delicious. I need a napkin. I got one. Wow. Wow. I tell you what, I gotta give it to you, Guga. You got it going on, dude. Now I know why he's got 3 million subscribers and I got, you know, 1,100. But whatever. Cheers. That's one hell of a steak. And that's a good Pilsner. I want to try some of my chimichurri sauce, which I know is good. Oh my God. I'll put the recipe for the chimichurri sauce in the description. But let me tell you what. I never thought I'd say this, but this beats ribeye hand down. Not kidding. It's delicious, really. Perfectly cooked. 5 minutes on each side, then the sear. Came out perfectly. Here's to you, Guga. Hey, you know what I always say? If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up in the iCard. I meant to put this guy in last week's iCard, but I couldn't figure out how to put 2 iCards. But anyway, I want you to go visit Carnivore's Corner. A new guy. He needs subscribers. He needs views. Go up and see him. Give him some love. Of course, subscribe to me, the Root Boy Cooks. You never know, we might cook something good. Oh, this steak is outstanding, I gotta tell you. This is, I mean, it's perfectly cooked. Look at it. A perfect medium rare. Oh, that's the end piece. I'll tell you what. Picanha steak rocks. Google, you're right. Yeah, babies, that's my video. Get yourself a picanha. It helps that it's a prime picanha. And get yourself a Pilsner and rock on, babies. See you next week. Bye.